So today I'm about to tell you why eating really low calorie, like 1200, 800 calories, actually made me gain 20 pounds. When your doctor tells you to eat less and move more, I really want you to listen to this because you're probably going to end up getting heavier, fatter. Stay with me because what I discovered changed everything for me. So if you've ever felt like your body stopped cooperating with you in your 40s and 50s, this story is going to sound really familiar. So picture this, I'm walking into our bedroom one evening and I pull up my shirt a little bit and show my belly and my waistband to my husband. And I'm like, look at this, what the heck happened to me? And he looked up and he says, oh my God, where did that come from? I literally felt like I grew this big menopause belly like overnight. Now, we eat healthy in our house. We cook at home. We don't eat out much at all. We don't keep junk food around. Maybe some dark chocolate, but that's healthy. We don't drink soda, and I was eating what I thought was just normal, regular food. I was going for walks, I was doing gardening, I was doing all the things I'd always done, but somehow something shifted. And here's the part that's gonna blow your mind. When I started to actually track the number of calories I was actually eating, I was eating maybe 800 calories on most days, and I was still gaining weight. So the math just didn't make sense until I learned something called metabolic adaptation. So once you understand this, you'll never diet in the same way again. My metabolism seemed to just slow down and stall and just stop working because I just wasn't feeding my body. And here's what I didn't understand at the time. When you go through menopause, plus you have a sedentary desk job, it can completely change the game. The usual things that used to keep me healthy weren't cutting it anymore. But instead of trying to figure that out, I did what most of us do. I started eating less and less in smaller portions and cutting carbs. Started eating way less, and it wasn't healthy. But I figured, okay, if I'm gaining weight, I must be eating too much, right? And that's the general advice we're given. But that is so wrong. So here's what actually happens when you drastically cut your calories during menopause. Your body thinks there's a famine. It slows down your metabolism and it holds on tight to every calorie and stores it as fat. It's there to protect you. Your thyroid starts to notice and its function starts to drop. Your cortisol goes up because your body's stressed. So instead of having any opportunity to burn fat, your body's storing every single calorie. The less I ate, the more I seemed to gain weight, and that weight went all around the middle. It was the most frustrating thing ever, and I felt terrible. I didn't like how my clothes fit. I had low energy, I was cranky, and then I started to notice, yeah, I am hungry all the time. I ended up just grazing. I ended up going up in clothing size. It's just not an option. It's expensive, you don't feel good, and you don't even want to bother trying to dress up and look nice on date night because nothing fits well. Plus, I wanted to be able to move my body without pain. I wanted to keep gardening and walking. I wanted all that extra weight I was carrying to be gone, to not cause wear and tear on my joints. I just wanted to feel good again. I wanted to feel like myself. So I had to learn the hard way that eating less was not the answer. In fact, it was making everything worse. So if this has happened to you, I would love to hear your experience. Leave a note in the comments. But your body needs adequate nutrition just as its basic metabolic rate. It needs to know that it's safe to burn fat. And when you undereat, especially during menopause, when your hormones are already shifting, you're sending your body into survival mode. And survival mode means holding on to every calorie. So the breakthrough came when I stopped focusing on eating less and started focusing on eating right for my hormones, eating right for my activity level, right for my metabolism, right for this stage of my life. And that's when everything started to change. I started to notice a difference in my body composition. The scale didn't necessarily change right away, but my clothing started to fit differently. I had energy and I felt like myself again. And that's exactly why I started this YouTube channel, because I want to help women who are in their late 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. Because if you're struggling with this, you're not alone. There is an answer, there is help, and there is a way to go through this without starving yourself. Food is a wonderful thing, and we all enjoy dining out and eating good food. So if this is something that you want to learn how to strategize and take care of your metabolism in a better way. I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel, follow me, leave your comments below.